they think about that as the reason why they shouldn't do something as opposed to the reason why they should. So what I want to do is first put them into results-based thinking, which is, would you do it if money didn't exist? Yes. Why would you? Because I want to retire my parents. So now they're back into where they want to be at. Then I like putting them into cause-based thinking, which is, yeah, because like, let's think about why we're even on the phone right now. What are you lacking? You're lacking the skills to make more what? Yeah. So is it fair to say the reason you're on the phone right now is because you don't have the skill set to go make money? Yes. Now they're in agreement that they know what they want. They know why they don't have it. And then I like doing identity labels are a big part of the way I like to sell. So I like doing like binary personas. So I'll do, yeah, because there's going to be a person who comes to me and says, I really love this, but it's going to be too expensive. I'm just not going to do anything about it. And there's going to be the person who gets resourceful and does whatever it takes to get where they want to go. In your opinion, which one do you feel like is in a better position to get desired state that they want?
Yeah.
They're going to say number two.
Kind of pin their procrastination.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it's just like, then I do a lot of NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming. And so at that point, after I've put the identity label in them, then I'd go, so does you not having the money or it being too tight mean you're not willing to find a way? No, I'm willing to find a way. And then it's easy going to payment plans and they're done.
Good. So what's your take? Like my friend Grant Cardone, he loves all the salespeople in one place, right? Or at least the majority. They're down there in Miami, big sales floor. One of my private clients, Garrett White, he's like, oh, I'm so excited. I moved everybody into one room where I can oversee them. Jordan Belford, Wolf of Wall Street. I remember he came on my podcast years ago and he's like, we had this big room in Manhattan with just a couple hundred. You've seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street, right? It's just like big room. But now there's other big sales floors and sales teams that are completely remote. What's your take? Do you think the advantages of one outweigh the other?
I think there's a massive advantage to in-person for sure.
Yeah.
When I get to that point, when it makes sense, I will definitely be going down that road. But
what city would you put it in?
Arizona, Scottsdale.
You like Scottsdale?
Yeah, I love Scottsdale.
Hey, Tony gonna be happy to hear that. Why Scottsdale?
I just think it's amazing, and there's a lot of competition. But is that because of the sales team there, or do you just like Arizona? I think Scottsdale is a great mix of everything. There's a lot of wealth there. There's a lot of really great connections. You take a look at every single top Cardone, Jeremy, Cole Gordon. All three of those are centralized in like a 20-mile radius.
Yeah.
So
although that's new for Grant, that's more Brandon. That's more Cardone Ventures because Cardone Capital's been in Miami.
Yeah. Andy Elliott, another one.
Yeah.
He's in Dubai now, but.
Manhattan, though. I always tell people the biggest sales floor was out of Manhattan because Wolf of Wall Street, I think he told me he was doing $300 million a month. How'd you like to collect $300 million a month? Manhattan, I mean, I know guys in finance that have sales floors, like these MCA lenders and stuff. Shit, they got 600 dudes, and or maybe not 600, but let's say 300 people selling. These guys are collecting more than $300 million a month, some of these big MCA merchant advanced lenders and stuff. So yeah, I think I had a good sales floor. I think it's easier to build a sales floor where a place people want to live, right? If you open a sales floor in Saskatchewan, Canada, where it's 3 degrees in summer, like it's tougher. But Miami, you can recruit too. There's a lot of talent that wants to live in Miami. Even big cities, San Diego is a great place, easy to recruit to. London has a lot of good sales floors too. Dubai has sales floors now forming, So tech, what's your current preferred tech stack? Some people are using, this or that. I kind of build my own, but what do you use?
We just use Close, the CRM, and then we've built out like our own sort of things too. Like we have our own AI agent that we use for call reviews and to help out with sales managing and data tracking and things like that. So trying to venture into that and create maybe like a SaaS for that type of thing.
So what's the AI do? It reviews the phone call, the recorded calls.
Yeah.
We have something like that too. It'll listen and be like,
it's
person's off script,
Yeah, it's really cool. So we'll have it grade for like five different categories. Every sales rep will submit their we use Fathom, so they'll submit their Fathom, and then their call notes, objections faced, and then the outcome of the call.
Yeah.
And it'll transfer into like an entire vault of every single one of their sales calls, the outcome of it. It'll
the AI agent's doing it all for you.
Yeah, it'll do every single thing.
What'd you build the agent on?
N8N.
Yeah, N8N.
Yeah. My operations guy did that.
So you like Fathom for recording as an AI?
Yeah.
We use Fathom. What's the other one we use? Otter. There's a lot of those.
None of them are that great though. Like they're really good for getting transcripts, but the AI part of it never works. Yeah. So I just wanted to build my own.
Yeah. So then, what about, do you power dial? Do you robo dial, smart dial, AI dial? We started AI dialing. It's very interesting.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
We use this thing called Dialer, which it's a dialer, but it's called Dialer.
Yeah.
And
very original name. They're like, what should we call our dialer company?
Yeah.
I'm gonna open a restaurant called Food. What's the name? Food.
Yeah, but they're really good though. So it'll have leads coming in, and there's a certain cadence that you have to be calling leads. Something like once in the first 5 minutes, again 10 minutes later, again the next day, later in the day. There's a cadence for it.
Yeah.
And
we built that in our software. I just finished up a new cadence, so you can set that way people don't have to think. They just go in and it's called. Yeah. We try to call. If you call in the first 5 minutes, you get like 100x chance of reaching them. So you call hardcore first 5 minutes. What autoresponders? Do you like them to get an SMS in the first 5 minutes, an email? What's kind of that? And are you doing book calls?
Yeah, we do booked calls. So like our main funnel that we use for everyone is basically just like free resource on the front end. And then we're hitting them from all angles. So
you hit them with like a free lead magnet?
Yeah. I love doing that.
So you'll do an Instagram. It says if you want to learn sales, reply with the word sales.
Yeah.
Then you'll hit them on AI in your DMs.
Yeah. So we have a few different things. So it'll be as soon as they opt in for the free resource, my DM setter is hitting them. The phone setter is hitting them.
Human or AI?
It's a human. So
you like humans? You let them use like ManyChat or something?
I think they got to be an A player, but yeah, I like humans right now for a DM setting. But then the phone setter will also be calling them. And then they also get prompted to book in what we call an implementation call. So I like doing like free feedback calls. So you're calling them even before the book call? Oh, yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
I see people waiting for it, but we're fast. We had a guy go, I want to hire you guys just because I've never had somebody be that fast. What was that guy last week? Remember that, Tony? He's got a huge sales floor. He's like, man, we're not fast like you. He's like, I got 3 calls in the first 5 minutes, like till I answered one.
You have to. The show up rate will go up. The quality of the call will go up. You send them specific resources geared towards their situation.
Do you have setter closer system? Or one call close, just teach each people?
So yeah, everyone does one call closes, but we'll have triagers that will call every single booked appointment, and then just those also serve as outbound setters, and then the DM setters.
So let's say I go to your funnel, I book in for tomorrow at 3 p.m. Will you call me before?
You'll be getting a call within 3 minutes, yeah.
Okay, so I get a call 3 minutes. That is it going to be the same person that's going to be on that 3 o'clock?
No.
So that's the triage team?
Yeah, so we'll position the closer as a head trainer.
Yes.
And so then the triager will call, do their whole confirmation sequence,
So they're asking the qualifications if they really have money.
Yeah, they're qualifying them on that. They're building more like pain with them, and then we'll group chat them with the closer because that'll increase our show rates too. And we do everything by message.
So you dial them in, or like WhatsApp?
Yeah, we'll do WhatsApp or iMessage for group chats.
Gotcha. So you get them. That's a good idea. Yeah, we build a ton. My phone probably has 10,000 WhatsApp groups from leads that they book in. I don't answer all, but it's good to be like, oh, Ty's in the group now. If it's a high level person.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah.
So the triage person is trained, and they're talking 5 to 15 minutes kind of thing. Mm-hmm. They're building anticipation. Yeah. Do you send some videos? Watch this video before you show up?
Yeah. So that's why I really like the triage calls, because every prospect comes in a different frame of mind, in a different situation. Like people think just send a testimonial that's like maybe the highest earner. I don't think that at all. I would rather send someone's coming to me brand new, never done sales before.
Yeah.
I would rather send them someone who went from 0 to 7K a month than someone who makes 50 grand a month, because it seems just out of reach. So I like sending specific scenario case studies to them.
So wait, you're saying, so if you're selling phone sales training and you match them up with the closer that way? Is that what you mean?
I mean, all of my closers are trained, have been through the program, so that does help because I can match them with that. But yeah, I want to do everything in my power to get them on the phone with someone who feels familiar. So I have a young closer and I have an older closer.
So do you ask age to know who to connect them with?
It's pretty obvious when we see them, but no, we don't put like a huge focus on it.
Because they're coming in through DMs.
Yeah.
So you can look and say, I'll give this to the young closer because this kid's 18, and if they're 60, you connect them with an older person.
Yeah. People buy from who they relate to.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. And then let's say what's a show rate you think's acceptable and not acceptable for the book calls?
50 to 60% is really hard to run a sales team up with, but like 80%, 70 to 80%, I think at scale is pretty doable.
So you're saying if it's below 50, too hard?
50 to 60%, I think it's really hard.
What's though the triage rate, pickup rate? The hardest thing in the modern world right now is just getting people that can answer. So when if 10 leads come in, and the triage, I'll call them within 5 minutes, what percentage of them actually reach the person on the first couple dials?
I think we have something like a 17% contact rate. Yeah. But the first dial is 10%.
Yeah. But is that 17% and it takes you like 3 days or whatever?
Yeah, it'll take us like 2 days usually.
So let's say 20% of the leads you actually reach. Out of those 20%, you want 80% to show up to a booked call.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So of all the leads, you're getting 20%. You're getting 80% of 20, which is about 15%, 15, 16.
Oh no! So we'll have it'll still be an 80% show rate throughout every single call that gets booked. It's just we have higher close rates naturally with the people that we reach on a triage.
But I'm saying there's still people you just never can get a hold of.
Oh yeah, never.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll show up. Most times they don't though.
Do you hit them with a couple emails and SMSs saying, "Yo, meetings in 5 minutes, meetings in an hour"?
Yeah, we do that all manually though. So we have all the closers. I think messaging from blue bubbles is one of the most important things.
Yes. So iMessage, we built iMessage into our CRM.
Really?
We can do autoresponders with iMessage and WhatsApp if they're outside. So you're saying you don't really love autoresponders?
I would if there was one that I could do with blue messages, which I know there's a few companies out there, but I haven't until my sales people
green
complain.
messages is like too much like spam.
Yeah, no one responds. It's all about trust nowadays, and just green messages, no one wants to respond.
I have my people send a quick video like, "Oh, Bob, saw you," especially on whale leads. You know, I have female setters. Females always get great responses. I have a woman who works for me. When she DMs somebody, she gets a cold DM. She gets a 98% reply rate.
That's amazing.
We tested it once. It's like DM 100 business owners. As long as they're males, she's like blonde Russian. Guys can't resist replying to her. They're like, "Hey, how are you?" Men always assume she's in love with them. I'm like, she ain't in love with you, but she got you to call back.
Yeah.
So what do you always do videos or not necessarily?
We do voice memos. So our cadence would be like, "Hey, is that name ? So just curiosity, and then just the voice memo, and then just dropped you a voice memo. Did you get that?
So you'll text them that.
Yeah.
How long is the voice memo?
Like 15 to 20 seconds. It's the same script every time. Just like, "Hey, took a look at your application." But they actually say
it. They re-record it every time. Yeah. What about? Do you leave voice memos? You do voice memo drops?
No.
Yeah.
That's interesting though. The voicemail drops.
Yeah. Andy Elliott, I like to look. Voice memos work on me. I think it depends on the person. Like if you're selling to my mom, if you're selling to somebody above 50, they listen to voice memos. They're like used to voicemail.
Yeah.
Answering machines. If you're selling to 18-year-olds, a lot of 18-year-olds just texting. So I think you got to know your age. But a good voicemail. I have a guy who's like the king of saving refunds. He calls everybody. He goes, "This is Joe from Tailopez. Call me back." He sounds like there's something wrong. People call back. He doesn't actually say anything. He doesn't trick them. He just goes, "It's important. Call me back." And people are like, "Oh, fuck, I got to call." So there's a lot of scripts like that can work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all about the tone. Like even in a cold call or something, if you use familiar tones, they're like, "I got to know this guy. Like, what's his name again?"
Yes.
Things like that matter so much.
For sure. Are you doing any paid ads to generate your leads, or you're all organic?
We just started paid ads.
Yeah. But in the past, you've been just all
Yeah. Like we've been organic the entire time.
Yeah.
But my training company's only been open for 4 months.
Yeah. And you're doing how much a month?
We just hit $1 million total for the 4 months.
So averaging 250. That's good.
We did 350 last month.
Nice. Is that collected or
cash collected?
Yeah. Yeah, I only count cash collected.
Yeah.
I mean, we track payment plans, but bird in the hand's better than two in the bush, man.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, we're going to have to do this again, my friend.
Absolutely.
This was good. So if people want show notes, want links to Johnny's Instagram and some of his training, I'll put it all in the show notes. So you just go to tailopez.com/Johnny podcast. It's with an H and
yeah.
Y. So just go to tailopez.com/JOHNNY podcast. Then we'll put the podcast note. We'll put links to his social training, stuff that I talked about, stuff he talked about. Put links to the books. We hit you with a lot of stuff, but for those of you listening, remember, and you'll put a link to the trainings you have too, right?
Yeah, I can.
Give us all that. We'll put it all there in the show notes, so people listening on audio, depending on where you're listening to this, you can get all the info and connect with them. So for those of you, you can text me. I've got a 786 Miami number. Just text me the word Johnny. If you came, that way if you don't want to go to the show notes on my site, we can text you the link and we can talk there. tailopez.com/Johnny podcast, or text or WhatsApp me at +1 786 730 8374. That's +1 786 730 8374. Just text or WhatsApp me the keyword Johnny. We'll send you the show notes links to his stuff, my stuff. That was awesome. I appreciate everybody listening in. My video vlog releases Monday, Wednesday, Friday. My audio podcast Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I take Sunday off. Amish taught me that, so take